Welcome to the Rugby Photographer of the Year Awards. Unfortunately, this was supposed to be in a very glamorous reception at World Rugby Museum at Twickenham, and instead you have me in a virtual Coventry. But nonetheless, if you are shortlisted here, you've done incredibly well. We had hundreds of entries to this competition. It was actually quite overwhelming to see the array of talent, and it's taken our judges a long time to actually preside over who was the shortlisted, who was the runners-up, and who are the winners. But without any further delay, I'd just like to say a quick thanks to our partners, Hong Kong Sevens, Rhino, Rugby Paper, and of course, the World Rugby Museum. And our first category is going to be landscape. And for landscape, I'm going to be handing over to our partner, Phil McGowan, who's the curator of the World Rugby Museum.
All right, my name's Phil McGowan. I'm the curator at the World Rugby Museum at Twickenham. I'm going to talk you through the entrants and the winners for the landscape category. We had some really outstanding submissions for this one, a really broad sweep of different aspects of the game. The top two are similar in some ways. In a landscape category, you'd expect landscapes, and in the second place is John Ashton's picture of the Yorkshire Dales with Wharfedale Rugby Club and the surrounding areas, which is a really stunning, beautiful image and just shows the pastoral setting and how one of the most iconic and impressive sets for a rugby club anywhere, I think. In first place is quite similar to that, but with more of a rugby content as well. It's closer to the pitch. It's a different part of the world. It's the Cowpie Classic Rugby Tournament in Steamboat Springs in Colorado. And the winner is Susie Baxter-Selt, who's captured a scrum during that tournament. And you can see the hills up in the background, and then some of the trees that have been converted into rugby posts, which was quite a unique flavour. It's a terrific image, as are all of them. It was a really difficult category to judge, but I think everybody will really enjoy seeing Susie's submission, so well done to her.
Thanks, Phil. And now we have Spirit of Rugby Award, another category that was contested by so many photographers, which is what we're going to keep saying, because actually it's generally true. There were hundreds of entries across all the categories. So we're heading over to this one to James Ben, who's the creative director over at Pentland.
This is the Spirit of Rugby Award, and this category is all about the people and the passion at the very heart of the sport that we love. We saw lots of images that captured those offbeat and intimate moments of rugby, with the grit of grassroots, the sense of dedication and determination in all weathers, sportsmanship and belonging, and close-knit community and camaraderie that's like any other sport. The runner-up of this category is Alex Scott with the long walk back from the pitch to the clubhouse. And the winning image, which gave us an insight into the concentration and anticipation in the changing room, which summed up pre-match intensity and nerves perfectly in a very painterly and dramatic fashion. The winner was Danny Colucciello with The Calm Before the Storm. And this image was praised by a number of the judges for making you really feel a part of the scene. Often in these moments, that are very tight spaces, when a photographer pulls out a camera, that moment can be lost. But instead, this felt like you were very much a part of the mood and that kind of anticipation that was going on before a game. It had a real strong sense of technical ability with dramatic lighting and with real clear focal points, and the warm hues and tones made it feel like a Rembrandt or an old master's painting. Really well done, Danny.
And now on our esteemed panel of judges, we have the voice of rugby, Mr. Nick Mullins, who is going to be revealing the winner of Action.
The best photos always seem to be little snapshots of time that capture the moment and bring back so many memories. And it's why the Action category was always likely to be as highly contested as it was. In the end, we had to pick a winner, we had to pick a runner-up, and congratulations, therefore, to Mike Edgerton, the runner-up for this wonderful, flying Porsche Woodman. I'm sure he'd agree, and every photographer will agree, that the key to a great shot is a bit of planning, a little bit of luck, right place, right time, and all of that, and then an awful lot of skill. That certainly applies to this photograph, and congratulations to Mike. It also applies to our winner, James Cannon. It's the perfect shot from Coventry against Fylde, and it's that moment that so many of us would have seen up and down the country, around the world in so many pictures, but that moment is captured to perfection. The great TV and film director Alfred Hitchcock always said that in the audience's mind, suspense came in the anticipation of the bang rather than the bang itself, and that's certainly what we seem to have here. We know where that boot's going. We know there's going to be some pain. There's a little bit of humour from our point of view because of that, but it is full of suspense. It is full of story, and this is our winner in the Action category. So there you go. Congratulations to Mike, our runner-up, and congratulations to James Cannon, our winner of the Action category.
Now it's to one of our Rugby Journal team, the creative director of Rugby Journal, Simon Campbell, to reveal our Young Photographer of the Year.
It's great to see so many brilliant entries in Young Photographer of the Year. The runner-up is 7-year-old Hemi Thompson with a fantastic portrait that really captures the character and personality of the subject. Well done, Hemi. And the winner of Young Photographer of the Year is 17-year-old Irina Krishtikova from Moscow with her dynamic and silhouetted shot of a line-out. Congratulations to Irina on winning a hard fought category.
Thanks, Simon. And this category is going to be presented by myself. This is the portrait category. So portrait was, as I've said before, we had so many discussions over this because there were so many incredible contenders. And the runner-up was a moment of celebration, but it was also one of togetherness of two guys who've been through a lot together as a side, and winning this game meant so much to them. And runner-up of portrait is Christopher Kennedy. Well done, Christopher. An amazing image there. The winner is an image not of a professional rugby player, and I think this is where the authenticity comes out. This is not someone who probably has their photo taken a lot or is used to, and that comes through in the image. It comes through, they've just played the game. It's the essence of a lot of what we're about as well when it comes to grassroots rugby. But what the photographer's done is tell the character of this person. It's not posed in a classical way. It's not about a smile or a grimace or an intentional thumbs up. This is about grit. It's about rugby. It's about grassroots. It's even the slight unease of the subject comes through, which is part of the charm of the image. And the winner of Portrait of the Year is Lara Miller. Congratulations, Lara. Incredible image. I'm very happy to have that as a winner in this very, very strong category. Finally, in the actual category areas, we have portfolio, representing a body of work from photographers over the course of a season with several matches.
This is a great category to end on. We had so many fantastic entries and it gave the judges plenty to discuss. We wanted portfolios that showed the whole breadth of the game of rugby, from the match to the training to the crowds and everything in between. And that's what we got. Our runner-up in the portfolio category is Davey Wilson, with his incredible portfolio of images from the MLR in the US. From ice baths to tour buses, Davey has given us an amazing insight into the MLR. Congratulations, Davey. And the winner of the portfolio category is Camilo Leon Quijano. This was a very close one category, but Camilo's portfolio stood out for several reasons. As a body of work, this portfolio felt like a wonderfully intimate take on a particular group, which is often a very difficult thing for a photographer to do. To get an insider's viewpoint and to ultimately disappear. Congratulations, Camilo.
What an amazing body of work. What so many stories were told by all of those contenders. Now we get to the finale. We get to the grand prize, the first prize, the winner of £1,000 and our first ever Rugby Photograph of the Year. As you can imagine, this is made up of the 6 category winners. And to reveal that is Voice of Rugby again, Mr. Nick Mullings. Over to you, Nick.
So we have whittled it down to half a dozen, all of which are brilliant enough to have their own place in an exhibition, should we ever have the opportunity to host one of those. However, the nature of competitions like this is that there can only be one winner, and it is Danny Colucciello for this masterful portrait of Amped Hill players before a big game in the dressing room, the build-up and the tension and all that goes with it. As James said earlier, it could be a Rembrandt portrait, perfect setup, every face with its own story to tell. They're almost like condemned men in a cell before their release. That shaft of sunlight as well, picking out Sawani Tongawiya in particular, it really is breathtaking, and you could look at it forever and ever. This really is an image that will live long in our memories, and it means that our Rugby Photographer of the Year is Danny Colucciello. Well done, Danny. Many, many congratulations.
Congratulations, Danny. What an amazing image. Every time we see it, you see a different angle on that one. It's when you look at the individual faces of the players, but it just says rugby. It does capture the spirit of rugby, and it's why we love the game so much. So well done, Danny, and well done to all of our contenders, all of our winners, all of our runners-up, everyone who entered the competition. Thank you so much, and please do enter again next year. We'll be revealing the details of that as soon as possible. And finally, obviously with Rugby Journal, please do continue to support us. We're an independent title, and it means everything to have you on board as a subscriber. Subscribe now also, and you get a free t-shirt from Rhino. So please do get involved. Thank you so much. Keep sharing your images with us. Keep sending them to us, photographers. Please feel free to get in touch with us anytime. We always want to celebrate the best of new work. So get in touch, keep contributing, and enjoy rugby whenever we can get it, and stay safe, everyone. So thank you so much, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.